Our politics, Zambia kutuwaseka. Well, I have to share this. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and laugh alone, you know. I had to come here and share this with you. Please do me a favor. Go ahead and just tell me in the comments if this broadcast is loud and clear. Did I share this with you guys? Do you guys, you know where I got this? This is, because if you know anything about me, you know that I love decor. I love, you know, ornaments. There's a cute place called Cozy House in the Nangwenya area. Most of the stuff you see in my office or my where I live, I get a lot of stuff from Cozy House. I mean, that's from Cozy House, that little black statue. Some people ask me about that. That twig-like, branchy little plant thing, that's from Cozy House. That's from Cozy House. Oh, goodness. That's from Cozy House there. I got this about a year ago, and I love it. It's giving me Grammys. It's giving me a look like a Grammy sort of thing. But I use this as a prop in my office, and I love it. Tell me in the comments if I'm loud and clear. So it sort of, yeah, for guys, there's something I need to share with you, and it's hilarious. And sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. Have you ever heard this saying? Let me bring you up to speed. There is an aspiring member of parliament for Chawama. Now, for you to understand what Chawama is, it is a constituency, and on the books currently, the person that represents the people of Chawama is, you guessed it, Tasila Lungu. Tasila Lungu is the daughter of the late former 6th president of the Republic of Zambia. Well, there's a UPND aspiring candidate. In party politics, aspiring means you have no name, you're just shooting in the dark, and you're hoping and praying to be adopted. That's what aspiring means. As an aspiring candidate doesn't mean anything. You might as well be a carpenter on the moon. As long as you're an aspiring candidate for a constituency, for a parliamentary seat, you're just aspiring. You're basically someone that's saying, you know what? All things being equal, if push came to shove, I would love to vie for that seat. So there's a guy by the name of, what's his name? I'll get it here in a moment. Morgan Munda. Now, let me explain why he is interesting. He doesn't represent the UPND in any way. He doesn't speak for the UPND in any way. Just like me and many of you out there, I don't speak for the UPND. I don't speak for them. This Morgan Munda is someone that is hoping that if and when Tasila Lungu does not return, because we don't know, Tasila Lungu could easily come back and say, look, I'm back at work. I've reached the conclusion of my grieving for my father, and time has passed, and I'm ready to go back to work. That very well could happen. We don't know that, okay? But Tasila Lungu, the parliament has indicated that if she's not back in parliament by a certain date, my understanding is that Chawama seat will be declared vacant. Now, in the interim, in this period between now and when that happens, in the interim, apapakatiapa, in the interim means apapakatiapa. This Morgan Munda has taken it upon himself to dawn. You know the word dawn? To dawn, not dawn, D-A-W-N, not dawn, dawn, D-O-R-N, to dawn, to wear. He has decided to don a UPND shirt with their colors. Let's make sure that that's what it means. Okay, Google. What does it mean to dawn? To dawn means... No, not dawn, Google. Dawn. D-O-R-N. D-O-R-N. Just give me a moment, because I want to be sure, because Facebook, that's not what that means, dawn. No. To dawn is general, what is it? It's not. What does it mean to adorn? Doesn't to adorn mean to put on? Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. He decides to wear a UPND shirt, and then he begins to, as a proxy, he begins to speak for the Lungu family and requests the president to forgive, that's the word he used, forgive the former first family. First of all, that's not how the legal system works. Okay? The president is not a king, he's not an emperor. Yes, a president can pardon someone that is serving time, okay? If you're in prison and you get a presidential pardon, the Constitution allows for that. But for this, and this is why, this is the caliber of leadership we don't want. I don't know this Morgan Munda, but I can tell you he's the wrong person to take over from Tasila Lungu, even though he's UPND. The chap is the wrong chap. If you listen to the way he's I mean, I don't know. Because at one point, he sounded incoherent. I mean, he wasn't knitting his thoughts properly together. He was audible, you could hear him, but he wasn't making sense. Because he was saying, standing as a proxy, like an advocate. He was speaking like an advocate for the Lungus. Imagine a UPND aspiring candidate for Chawama speaking as a proxy on behalf of the Lungu family, and I'll tell you why he did that. Two reasons. Number one, he's trying to tap into Tasila Lungu supporters in Chawama. Understand that. Are you following? I'm a politician. But Morgan Munda is trying to be goody-goody, for lack of a better word, goody-goody with Tasila Lungu supporters. Because the truth is, I mean, Tasila Lungu has a constituency there. I mean, literally a constituency in Chawama. No pun intended. So, what Morgan is trying to do by appearing to seek sympathy on behalf of the Lungu family, by appealing to the head of state to forgive the Lungus, what Munda's doing there is that he's trying to tap into Tasila Lungu support base within Chawama, so that those people who were supporting Tasila Lungu can support him because he is the facilitator of HH's kindness and benevolence to the Lungu family. This is how shallow these chaps think. Uyu Munda, very shallow thinking, very archaic thinking. Katwishinga bwalwa, katwishinga bali naba nabo bakolwa. He breaks rank. Such announcements, such rhetoric should not be coming from any aspiring candidate. That's not your job. Or as we say in church circles, that's not your portion. You are overstepping your boundaries. You are not a spokesperson for UPND. You are not the Minister of Information for UPND. You are none of those things. You are simply a mayor, as we say in Zambia. A mayor, which is mayor, okay? In English, it's actually mayor. You are a mayor, aspiring candidate, but you are doing it, no changes. You are trying to gain sympathy from Tasila Lungu's supporters by acting as though you have a sympathetic ear towards the former First Family, and you are appealing on their behalf to the benevolence of the head of state so that the head of state can miraculously forgive, which doesn't work like that, okay? He's not a king. He's not that asshole, okay? But he has tried to do this in order to gain sympathy and tap into Tasila Lungu's base. Oh boy. I can tell you now, just from the way he did that, because he even took because at first glance, when you see that videotape, if you want to watch it, go to Ask Movie TV. It's on there. I saw it on Ask Movie TV. At first glance, it appears as though this is an official position by the UPND. That's what it appears to be. But upon close examination, you realize very quickly, especially when you read the narration. You have to read, hey Stacey, I see you. You have to read the narration. If you watch the video on its own as a standalone, it will mislead you. You will think, oh, the UPND are appealing. There is a faction. There is a group of UPND members who are supporting the former First Family. When you read the narration, then you understand what you're watching. What you are looking at is an aspiring candidate who's trying to use clever tactics by tapping into Tasila Lungu's support base for his own benefit. He wants to take over the seat of Tasila Lungu in Chawama, and he thinks, in his wayward thinking, he thinks that by doing this, by appearing goody-goody to Tasila Lungu, he will be adopted. Bwana, I can tell you, you won't be adopted. Not because anyone in the UPND has told me that, because I'm not privy to that sort of information. Understand that. Let's be clear. I have no access to any hierarchy, influencer within the UPND structures. There's no one in the UPND, I myself, as Chitambala Chitika Suba Kafuimbi Mwansa Simon Mwewa, there's not a person I can call in the UPND and say, oh, Bwana, if I can't. I can't do that. What I'm telling you is purely based on observation. And also the fact that I'm a voter. I've been voting for many years. And I know how these things go. So Uyu Morgan Munda has shot himself in the foot because he has broken ranks. Or is it rank? He has broken rank. And he's not doing what the party is doing. He's a lone wolf. Just because he wears UPND regalia and a UPND logo with a UPND chitenge behind him, he thinks he can wing it. He won't. He's made a very big mistake, and he will never be member of parliament for Chawama. That one I can tell you. I'm a crook, Saba. All right. Well, I thought I'd share that with you. Thanks for watching. Bye. Now you go run tell that.